Hello everyone and welcome to I don't want to call it a new feature, but it's something called, it's a place name, but I'm going to call it some Splain'n. Yeah, it's pretty bad, isn't it? Okay, what this is basically just going to be me, you can call it a vlog, I guess, if we call it that. Just some me explaining some stuff while some gameplay is going in the background. The game of choice today would, of course, be Metropolis Mania 2. As I goof around and try to figure out the controls, it's going to be fun times, I could tell. My goodness. So, point of this. Well, I'm just going to use this time to sort of explain to you what has been happening in my lifetime since I started my little hiatus way back when in October. It was like October, November, whatever. I haven't posted much. You guys are probably wondering, what happened? Well, I'm here to hopefully alleviate some of those woes. First thing that happened, okay, takes back to way back in October. One of my friends and coworkers, by the name of Heather, passed away in a car accident on I think it was October 27th on my sister's birthday. It was a good day. Not really, no. But needless to say, it sort of sapped any of my energy to record anything, because for the next month I was sort of in a drought about really wanting to do anything. Just seeing the way, not really exactly the way it affected me, because I have a whole view on spirituality, and that's another video, but the point is like just seeing the way it affected the people around her, or like one of my best friends, Ashley. Like, my heart goes out to her, because words, there's nothing anyone can say or do to make her feel better, and it just tears me up. And most people would understand that if they have a friend who lost a sibling that close to them, because they were really close. And yeah, Alan was a lot closer to her than I was, unfortunately, because, well, I think she was a grade above me, so I knew her as a coworker, not really a friend per se. Unfortunately, I didn't get to know her that well. I knew her through her sister, and through her sister I knew she was a good person, and really I'm just trying to do whatever I can to try to be there for her sister, and hopefully that's just my way of trying to make it up to not knowing her, I guess. It's weird, but that's what I'm doing. Anyways, that started it. What ended up happening later is that my capture card refused to work again. I thought, I was like, what the fuck, capture card? Turns out it wasn't my capture card. Good news, right? Yeah. It was my AV cables, the ones I was using for the N64, stopped working. It took me forever to realize this. And I thought, damn, well, I'll just go buy another fucking set for $7 or whatever. I didn't need to do that. I just took the ones off my GameCube and used that. It actually works fine. So things are back up and running finally. It took me a couple months to figure that out. But not only that, school got really hectic in December. And, all kinds of stuff happened. School-related, but mostly, finals came up. And that pretty much took a majority of my December. I'm moving into my last semester. That's also another biggin'. Of what might actually put a hindrance on my productivity. That, and whenever I'm really stressed out, I tend to not be that motivated in recording anything, and I'm sorry for that, I really am. I made the trailer a while ago. This was my last burst of creativity, which is sort of just a placeholder until I make a more official one, because I feel like that one drags out a little bit. I don't know, I guess let me know. But this video, I kind of wanted to say that I want to attempt. I said it in the intro, and I'll say it again. Like, I really want to try to reconnect with everyone, on YouTube, because, it's something I miss doing, and I really want to stop. Like, once I graduate, spend a more greater amount of time trying to dedicate to the channel, because, like, yeah, I'll graduated and I'll probably have a full-time job or whatever, but like, this is one of the only things I have that really kind of relieves that stress. So I've been trying to, try to do this more often, because I realize whenever I do record is when I'm at my least stress level, and my stress level goes down or whatever. So I've been trying to work it into my schedule to record more stuff for you guys, and I'm going to try to do that. just as far as the games that I'm doing, Quest 64 is, I have a few episodes recorded as of the time this is being recorded. I'm going to try to record a few more before I post any. What I really like to do is just finish the game out and then just release all the videos so there's no more hiatuses or gaps in it. And it's not because I don't like the game. I like the way Quest 64 is going. Jet Force Gemini is a little bit rough because it's a third-person shooter and the controls are wonky and I'm not used to single-stick shooters anymore, and it's a mess. But I'm going to go back to that too. I just have to reacquaint myself to what we're doing because, like I said it in Quest, it gets really confusing after you do the first batch and fight Misa the first time, because you have to go to like different planets with different characters and get different parts. And you have to do all these weird things, and so I'm gonna have to figure all that out. As far as upcoming Let's Plays, I do have upcoming Let's Plays. I wanted to do Strange Life on my PS3 because Alan graciously let me borrow his capture card on his from his computer. And I was going to try to record that, but I can't get the microphone to work right. The acoustics in the room is terrible. I don't know. I'm working on that too. In addition, I've been doing the Friday Finds, which I'm still planning on continue doing. I have one recorded and ready to go that will come out probably this Friday, which will be the 4th or 5th or whatever. I don't know. I'm going to try to also get a lot of stuff recorded too, because I'm going to try to get a few of those recorded as well. And I'm going to try to batch record all this stuff for another reason, because I'm planning on going out of town for spring break, which is a couple weeks away. And I want to have stuff, like my goal is to have like, you know, a grandiose amount of stuff to put out by then. We'll see if that happens. I'm going to try. But yeah, I have plenty of games for Friday Finds too. I'm really excited. I have the PS2 sequel to what looks like Penny Racers. It's not called Penny Racers, but it looks like Penny Racers. And as well, I got all the Shin Megami Tenseis with the exception of Devil Summoner 1, which sucks. I probably won't end up doing those because they're RPGs, but I just want to tell you that because I'm excited about it. There's also some other... I'm trying to stay away from RPGs, but I keep buying them because they're my favorite. But I'll try to do some racing games and maybe side-scrollers or whatever, just to mix it up a little bit. Because, like I said, a lot of... Like in Summoner, there was a lot of just beginning dialogue and all that other stuff, and you don't really get into the game until like 20 minutes in. It's annoying. Blah. But, yeah, as far as, like, future Let's Plays, there's still one I'm keeping on the N64. It's a secret. I don't know why, but it's eventually coming someday down the year's road. I don't know. Eventually, it'll come out eventually. I promise. I know it's a bit unflexible, and I go into the schedule, and then I, go on, like, weird slumps and not want to record anything. It happens, and I'm trying to stop that, but I keep getting distracted by other games. Like, I think one of the reasons why I didn't record much back then was, or like back in December and January, is because I just got my PS4. Well, I had my PS4, but I finally got new games for it. So I got Dragon Age Inquisition. That took a greater chunk of my time. Then we got Smash Bros, which took a majority of it. Then I started playing Destiny Online, and then Little Big Planet 3, and then I got Bravely Default on the 3DS, which, by the way, is amazing. Buy it. I'll tell you this in this video too. Buy it. But in addition to that, we're going to be, me and Alan, going to be recording some skits here fairly soon, so look for those. And we're also going to start putting up podcasts on here. I don't know how you guys feel about that, but they're going to be like video podcasts of just us rambling. You got this video of me rambling. Well, we're going to do some videos of us rambling too. Because I think I want to make it... Because this channel, like... to me, it's something special. Because, it's something that I get to freely express myself and do the things I like and talk about whatever. Maybe for hopes of, like... just looking back at it someday and realizing like how far I've come or what it was like being, look at it sort of like a video diary, kind of what I'm doing now, just through video games, which is something I really enjoy doing, and I imagine I always will enjoy doing. But at the same time, this channel has become more than that, because it isn't more just about me now. It's more about me and Alan, obviously because the portrait and whatever. And I really want to start putting some collaborative stuff because I know he could probably explain to you guys better as to why he hasn't posted anything. But in short, job situations, I think that's the only way I could put it. He's graduated and he's got his master's and he's a lot more advanced than I am because I've just had rotten luck with school and I'm just not as sharp as everyone else is, I guess. I know that's kind of like putting myself down, but I've always struggled in school. Always have. Here's a little bit of life story for you. Little life story. This is me getting personal with you guys, okay? Growing up, I never did well in school. My 5th grade teacher told me I was never going to graduate from high school. She said I was pretty useless. I had my 7th grade math professor threatened to shove a dirty sock down my throat, but she did that to everybody, so I guess I shouldn't feel special. But I've always struggled in math, and I guess what had happened was, excuse me, it started in 5th grade. The teacher hated me, and I didn't like her, but I wasn't enjoying going to school. I wasn't dreading it. There was only, really, if it weren't for my friends, I just would have just quit. Because I was, I don't know, in a weird way. And it got worse, because in elementary school, you just sit in one classroom and talk to the same teacher, talking for a while, and, whatever. But in 6th grade, you get to go to this middle school, and you get to meet all these other different people, because it's not just one elementary school, it's like 6 elementary schools being slammed into this tiny building, and you're going to 6 different classes, or you're seeing 6 different bunches of people, and basically what happened is what I would describe as culture shock. I wasn't acclimating, I shut down, I wasn't socially functional, I was having anxiety attacks. It was, it was a very stressful time for me. It was horrible, and they even put me in front of a psychologist a couple times, which I don't think I ever said anything to her because I realized what they were doing. I wouldn't say I was refusing to believe that I was messed up, but it was just, I knew there was a problem, I just didn't want to face it, I guess. I don't know. But that caused the downward spiral of what you would describe as my my high school career, my public school career, is that, as soon as that happened, they labeled me. They said, well, since he is not acclimating correctly, he must be dumb. I don't know. That's probably not what they meant, but I was labeled with a specific learning disorder, and they stuck me in learning disability classes within the first 2 months, and because I just wasn't functioning, and which I agree was the correct decision to make at the time. However, they kept me in LD classes up until 9th grade, which I don't think was necessary. I don't think it was, because they stuck me in LB English, which at the 6th grade I was reading at a 10th grade level. Like, if they just would have took the time to test me, they could have seen, hey, this guy doesn't even need it. He could just, with math is a different story, but, like, I didn't need it. I couldn't grasp math past multiplication or division. Once you threw fractions or numbers in there, to this day I still struggle. But they kept me in LD classes until 9th grade, which, is a selected few, and you're in like a dumbed down version of pretty much whatever everyone else is learning. So, we're in there like learning basic grammar in the 8th grade, and I'm just like, God, this is stupid. I really thought it was a waste of time. I didn't have to try in that class, but at the same time, I think it was a good growing experience for me, because I'm a psych major, and getting that to look back on, I think, really helps me kind of get a weird perception of people. And in the end, so I guess I could say there was a silver lining. If I could find a silver lining, that is what I would say it would be. But there you go. That is a little bit of personal life story from yours truly. Not a lot of people know that. Now a lot of people know that if they watch this video. I probably didn't make it past me the explaining anything when poor English talking, also. But to those of you who did, bravo, sir, bravo, or ma'am. I don't judge. But, nevertheless, it's just sort of been a trend that, my brother and sister have always been better at school than I am. I know it's, I don't want to put myself down and say that I'm not as smart as they are, but I'm just different, I guess you could say. The way that I learn and the way that they learn is very different, and the way that they function is very different the way I function now, which is very strange. I guess I'm still sort of finding out what I want to do. But I guess that's what a lot of people are doing right about my age. But anyway, enough personal mumbo jumbo. Oh man, what else is there to talk about? Oh, also, as far as equipment woes, to change the subject, the headphones that I'm using are going out. I don't know what I did, but just one day I put them on and I could only hear one ear or something. Front channel, back channel, I don't know. It's really cray. Oh my god, it's annoying, and it's random and intermittent, so Let's Playing is going to be annoying for the time being, that's for sure. But let's see if there's anything else I need to talk about as far as the channel is related. Like I said, everything should. I want to say I'm not going to dedicate anything to a schedule. I'm just going to record it in big batches and just kind of put it out in that schedule tentatively. I don't know whether or not it'll stay at that or if it'll keep going or what, or from planning on adding any more features or whatever. I know I wanted to do a feature that is called Scoreboard. That's all I'm going to tell you right now, but it's a really cool idea. I just need to buy the last game and actually do it. Requires a lot of video editing that I don't really have the capabilities to do. But I really want to start to move into current gen stuff. I know I said I don't like doing current gen stuff on my intro, and that's sort of true because I am a retro gamer at heart, but I want to also record some of the modern stuff because there's lots of modern stuff that I enjoy just as much, and it's becoming more so as they come out, the cool games that come out. I will always go home to retro. I mean, this is why I'm collecting like PS2 games and N64 games, the SNES games. I had to quit Super Nintendo games because it got too expensive, and that's something I have a feeling that is going to be a continuing trend with a lot of the situation as far as collecting goes. Especially because like PS2 games are even getting a little pricey. Tell you what. But like my ultimate goal is to one day own a copy of Earthbound. I mean, I'm sure that's everyone's goal, but that's my ultimate goal. Someday it'll happen when I become successful, right? Right. Anyways, I think that wraps it up. If I can think of anything else, I'll write it down on a piece of paper and put another one of these things out. Let me know what you guys think. You got any opinions on anything I said? If you want to add any of your excerpts, along the topics of whatever I've said or whatever, feel free. PM me or whatever. I would love to hear from you guys or anybody who's listening. No matter how silly it is, it'd be good to hear from you guys. Anything you had to say, even if it's unrelated, just shoot me a message about tacos. I like tacos. It's all good, or just put in a comment box. But I'm just trying to get more active, even if I don't manage to post as much. I guess that's part of the reason also I do this. But I kind of want to use this channel in a more personal way, I think. I don't know yet. This is sort of a trial run, but we'll see how it goes. So if you have any suggestions for this, I just put a game with no audio in the background. If you want me to put audio on just a little bit, maybe put some background music or whatever, let me know. I might end up doing it in future episodes or whatever you want to call these things. So, yeah. So until then, guys, look forward to the podcast that may be coming out tomorrow, depending on how the weather pans out. Yeah, tentative maybe podcast, hopefully. And also look forward to the next Friday, Friday Finds, which will be what is it? I might have told you this earlier in the video, and I already forgot. It's a racing game. That's the teaser. It's a racing game. Yep. And it's a good one, right? Penny Racers thing. That's what I said. Okay. I'm getting really tired. It's like 1:45 in the morning. Anyways, I wish you all well, and if you're in icy weather, a safe drive and stay warm and all that other stuff. And I will see you guys next time.